next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packages to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development. EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as spring break camp, summer camp, and after school. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
Alarm off. Cat alarm. Turn this up. Sun peeking through the curtains, we already in gear. Whole town tuned in, bring your coffee over here. Dial locked in, yeah, you know how we do. It's the community wake up with news you can use. Woo! Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. Charles got the headline straight, never hollow. Damali got the game plan, moves you can follow. Traffic and the weather, what's popping at the school. From the block to the boardroom, we keep you in the loop. Yeah. Community wake up morning show. Charles and Damali on the go. News you can use right here, right now. We break it down, put it in your lifestyle. From the front porch to the car bustle, keep it light, keep it real, keep the hometown muscle. Turn it up, let the whole crew know you rockin' with the community wake up morning show.
Welcome to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali. Good morning to y'all all out there in radio land, Facebook land, and YouTube land. I am Charles.
And I'm Miss Damali.
And we are here to deliver news you can use, culture, and conversation that moves community forward every single day.
So this past week, our focus has been on systems and structure. We sparked conversation around organization, time stewardship, and execution. But today, our theme is consistency over perfection.
Consistency over perfection. That's called getting it right. And the vision is a stronger, smarter, much more engaged community. Welcome to the Community Wake Up Morning Show. It is the weekend, big baby. And we up in here, and we got an exciting show for y'all on this weekend. We're going to make sure you kick it off just right. So y'all are locked in on NYCU.FM. We appreciate y'all tuning in all over the world. It means so much to us. You're also locked in on KBOB 89.9 FM right here locally where we are syndicated. And of course, you're locked in on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use. But it's finally Friday, Damali, the day that you be waiting on, the day that is your holiday.
No. But you know what? It's so funny because on Friday, that's the day that we gearing up.
I know.
So everybody is turning down and we turning up.
We going a totally different direction.
Totally different direction.
How your week? How you feeling today, though, so far?
Feeling pretty good. Excited to share some things. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So I think we should just jump right in.
Get right into it
because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to cover. And we want to make sure that you guys know all of the other things when we get to the end to tell you guys about all of the events that are going to be happening and coming up that you need to be aware of.
I know why it's going down.
What's that?
Because your eyelashes look brand new. The lipstick is on perfectly. Did you have a makeup artist come in today?
I did not.
What's really going on? You didn't?
I did not. I just decided that I'd get my life together today.
But and people today, it's Friday and traffic is moving slow today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 66 degrees. I don't know if it's supposed to rain, be sunny, because we are in Oklahoma. You never know what may happen.
Never know.
But if you're out there, drive to arrive alive, be safe out there. And another good thing today, it's the weekend, y'all. We made it. So let's have good vibes, good energy. Let's smile. Don't y'all be out here frowning in these streets. Let's get that frown, turn it upside down, turn it right into a smile. And let's have a good day, not just for you, but for your family, your coworker, your kids, and everybody. Because, hey, that's what we're going to start doing in our community, Damali. We're going to get back to having a good time.
I know it, right?
We'll stop stressing all the time.
Right. So first of all, I want to start out by saying prayers to the state of California, in particular, the city of Fairfield. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there was a graduation shooting that took place
in the world,
leaving an 18-year-old unalived. There was an 11-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 25-year-old who were all wounded and hospitalized. We have information that the 11-year-old is recovering. There were about 1,000 people in attendance. Hundreds were present when the gunfire erupted in a parking lot. And there have been no suspects identified, and there's no ongoing threat. And I say that to say this. You don't know where you are going to be when something crazy happens.
Right.
Even with all of the planning and, safety measures and safety precautions put in place. And so I just remind folks, keep your head on the swivel.
Right.
Make sure that you're watching your surroundings. This is a graduation. Who is upset at a graduation?
Right.
You know what I mean? And so when people are doing things to take safety precautions, it is for a reason. And so if we want to partake and participate in some of those things, we got to understand and realize that it may be an inconvenience to you sometimes, but it is because it is necessary.
Right.
Because of things that have happened. So we want to, send out prayers to all of those in community who were traumatized by this incident, and including the first responders, because I just cannot imagine the chaos that took place with 1,000 people with kids and, all of that, little ones trying to make sure that their kids are safe when they came to support a graduation.
I know people out here, Damali, living on the edge.
Man.
That's why we try to have them. Look, this is a new rule. We need to put this into law. Everybody needs to listen to your daily affirmation.
Right.
You can't not
people woosah.
No longer you cannot leave your house until you listen to Damali's affirmation. Because we just got to find a way to have a longer stem of patience with people. And the thing about it, here's the thing, Damali. Now, I'm not advocating for you to do this, but what happened to just pushing somebody down every now and then? And then at the worst case scenario, what happened to just getting slapped one time? Getting your hat knocked off one time. When we go from you disrespected me, I got to do something to you. But when did it get to, we got to take your life for simple stuff? You stepped on my shoes. You looked at me wrong. You cut me off in line. You didn't like my braids. You didn't like my eyelashes. We are losing our lives in our community for the silliest things nowadays. And we got to find a way to start dialing it back, because it seems like instead of getting better, it seems to be getting worse. So let's find a way out there, y'all, to love each other a little bit better, because here's the thing. I say it all the time. When we was little, all you had to do to settle a situation was put a stick on your shoulder. All you had to do was put a popsicle stick on your shoulder. You're going to move some furniture around for 10 to 15 minutes
to knock it off.
And knock it off. But guess what? We still grew up together. We fought each other. We did all of that stuff, but we still grew up together. And guess what? Now we best friends. Now our kids graduate. See, that's what you got to think about in a moment of heat. You're not just killing a person. You're killing off a whole generation. The next doctor, the next lawyer, the next person that can help our world to be a better place. So let's just find a way if we can. So prayers out there to that. Cali, we all got people in Cali. You got people out there. I got people. It's like everybody got a cousin in California.
At least one.
But nevertheless, that's a sad situation, and prayers for that community.
So we also have some other news. The U.S. tech industry is they say the layoff hits its highest monthly total in 2 years. And AI is cited as a major reason. I'm tired of AI already. Listen. No, I'm just playing. I ain't tired of it like that. I ain't going to say that. Don't y'all AI people start calling me. But Damali, what? Say that again. So what they're saying is this is the highest single month of layoffs in 2 years, with nearly 40,000 workers losing their jobs in 1 month alone. Wow. And so they're saying what is particularly noteworthy is that many companies cited AI, or artificial intelligence, as one of the reasons for workforce reduction. So what's happening is technology companies are increasingly using AI tools to automate routine tasks, to generate content, to analyze data, to write computer code, and to handle customer functions. So, who's being impacted? Mostly by the layoffs are software engineers, data analysts,
Right.
marketing professionals, customer service representatives, project managers, and administrative support staff.
So you know who this is?
Mhm.
You're dealing with Meta.
Mhm.
You're dealing with LinkedIn.
Mhm.
You're dealing with Instagram.
Yep.
You're dealing with Facebook. And you're dealing with a world that everybody said that we were going this way. We're going to innovation direction. We're going in this tech space. You need to get it. So, Damali, if you land off everybody, here's my question to you. What are we going to do with all these graduates that we done got the funnel that way, thinking they was ready to come out, at least from some of those entry level jobs? But to get some news like this, what are you thinking about if you're about to graduate, if they land off people with experience?
Well, this is what you should be doing right now to prepare for this, okay? Experts are suggesting that you focus on skills that are difficult to automate.
Right.
Okay. So that's critical thinking skills, problem solving, leadership, communication, relationship building, skilled trades, entrepreneurship, and AI literacy. So what we're saying is learn how AI works so that when AI doesn't work, you can fix it.
I know, but see, it's kind of weird and it's a little scary for me because I told you this robot, last time it just brought the French toast sticks. And I love some French toast
Can't let
sticks.
this robot go.
No. This is a whole different situation. But see, the last time they brought me some French toast sticks, they said it stopped and turned around and said, "Now, Charles, I made them for you. I didn't just drop them off. I made them for you. And my name is Lucy Bell. I'm more than just a robot now." I'm like, "Oh, you're talking, Lucy? Yeah, I got French toast sticks and more." So, no, but here's the thing, Damali. We kicked off the Community Wake Up Morning Show in February.
Yeah.
Because we've been telling people all along, look at here. Now, we had the AI specialists come here.
Yeah.
We've been telling people these things are going on, and you have to govern yourself accordingly and figure out what's going on. We had the AI people come to our event center 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's what that means. A lot of people in our community, because we sweeping around our own porch, are always already in position to make those adjustments. So for some of you that's been waiting around thinking about it, now you see what we was talking about, because we trying to get people to wake up early, because we a lot of times are the last group of people that be thought about, if thought about at all. So we're going to have to start really making our adjustments, because guess what? When you go to get those jobs now, they got these algorithms set up where it streams your applications and stuff. So guess what application going to be coming through last?
Bots.
So them bots going to be
getting your job. So what they're saying is people who learn how to work alongside AI may be better positioned than those who ignore it. So the goal is for you to learn how to use AI instead of being afraid of it. And what should happen? And I should say, here's today's question. Let's just ask you guys a question.
Right.
Should schools and workforce programs and community organizations begin teaching AI skills the same way they teach computer skills?
I believe so, because here's the thing. See, I followed Lucy once she dropped off the French toast sticks. Once she looked back and said, no, I'm just saying. So I followed Lucy on into the kitchen. I'm like, what is going on? I looked in there, ain't nothing but robots. And then when they got back there behind the scene, guess what they was doing?
What?
They was dancing. They was like, cotton candy, sweet and gold. Let me see you touch the roll. I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. Now y'all back here dancing. Today they probably listen to "Today's a Good Day" by Ice Cube.
Right.
I mean, it's coming to a point where you don't know if it's AI or you.
Right.
So you're gonna have to. You have no other choice. And I know sometimes it depends on how old you are, but guess what? As long as you living, you got to be able to make them little adjustments.
Right.
So again, and I know we're gonna get into this later, June 20th. Anytime we talk, we put a little AI in there. So June 20th at the event center, again, we'll give you a small entry level, a smaller understanding of what's going on with the artificial intelligence, because we don't want nobody in our community to be left behind and not know what's going on. So for those people back out in the workforce, Damali, we can't do nothing but pray for them. But you said a good point. Here's the question though: how many people can be AI specialists? It can't be that many jobs. Because there's one person controlling thousands.
Well,
now.
but you got to think, though, that AI is in every sector.
Right.
So you need specialists in every sector.
Right.
You know, in order to be able to operate and to go and to work alongside AI.
Let me tell you what's so cold-blooded. So watch y'all tuning in. I'm going to make this up on the fly. So Damali going to be like, we didn't say that. But look, we got an AI team. We have a whole AI team. And my thought is maybe before the end of the year, we're going to have a whole show and it's just going to be AI. We're not even like literally come on, do the show and do all that, just to show how advanced this thing is. And you sitting here watching us,
Our
looking
team
like
is
us,
probably like,
talking and making
Who
it
said
happen.
anything about that?
I said it. You know what I mean? Because we got to push the envelope. We got to get ahead of this thing. Damali, here's
Right.
the thing. You can't always just be reactive.
That's true.
To
And we've been
everything
saying
going
that.
on.
Yeah, we've
You
been
know,
saying that.
and we designed and we built a different kind of way. So we at a time now, we got to tap into that. We can't just keep waiting to adjust to what's going on. We got to find a way to see what's next. We got to get to the edge, because if not, you're going to be part of these hundreds of thousands of people that's losing their jobs every day. Let's get our innovation hat back on.
So this is the thing. Communities that prepare their workers, students, and entrepreneurs today will likely better be positioned for economic success tomorrow. So technology may change the jobs that we do, but education, adaptability, and lifelong learning will always be valuable and keep us valuable.
Right. Because Damali, we're going to end up in a world, because every now and then I go to Walmart late at night. Ain't nobody in there. So it's not AI, but you can just check yourself out. Sometime when you go into an airport late at night, you look around, you be like, is anybody here? Hello. I mean, I done been out of town to certain cities, and you can go to a convenience store, and nobody's in the convenience store.
Nope.
And you're like, what is going on? You go in the store and nobody in there. Now, for you thieves out there in the world, be careful.
Because they're watching.
When you got sticky fingers, they're going to be very unsticky in a minute. But you can go now and go in. Imagine just going into Quick Trip and nobody's in there. You go pick out what you want, scan it, pay for it, and go home. And the minute you try to do something, hey, I got you in them handcuffs, baby. Okay. You can't outrun it. It's going to chase your car and catch your car and turn it off. I mean, it's gonna get crazy out here, Damali, in these streets.
It's just gonna cut your car off.
Did you see them robots running on TV?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Can you imagine in your car driving?
The whole robot thing, that's kind of weird.
You done got away from the cops. You done went and did your thing, then the robot come running about it, you give me your ticket.
Well, and they have drones now, so the drones will catch you. So, I mean, you might as well. I don't even know how you be a criminal in today's society.
It's tough.
There's so much technology
it's
that can, Okay, and then the other thing that's happening in the world, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is going to be hosted partially in the United States.
Right.
It runs from June 11th through July 19th. With matches played in 16 host cities across 3 countries, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The championship match will be played in New York and New Jersey area.
Wow.
But this is the deal. And the reason why I'm bringing this up yet again, because it's another way to prove our point when we talk about safety.
Right.
And the reason I pulled this story is because I was listening to it on the news on yesterday, and they were talking about all of the levels of security and safety that they were thinking about, including having the infectious disease folks being involved.
Hold on now. Hold up. Now you just scared me. See, because you just made a point. You just said all these different countries, infectious disease. Now, here's the thing, Damali. Now, cruise ships are still out there. I don't know if they let them people go yet.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because they said a rat bit them. They said a rat bit them.
They all right.
If a rat bites you, you can't be my friend no more. Because I don't trust a rat.
Look, if a rat
I don't even trust people that got bit by a rat.
Friend.
But nevertheless, when you said infectious disease, I'm going to tell you my issue, Damali. I'm going to keep it 100, and you can keep it 200 if you want to. I don't trust the United States and diseases because you done fired everybody. Who gonna make sure we okay? Now, if I was in another country, I might be all right. But we done fired the whole department of the infectious disease, security. Ain't nobody here to save us.
Right.
If something breaks out,
nobody with knowledge. Let's say that.
I think we should forego. Nobody think about it for a minute. But we couldn't. It took us 3 years to recover from COVID, and people still coughing.
Well, so this is the deal. At least they're thinking about this in advance.
I don't care about thinking about it. I just thinking is good.
Well, they're trying to have a solution in advance of this World Cup.
You trust it? You trust us?
I ain't going to
infectious disease.
I'm not going to the World Cup.
You're not going?
No.
I know, but you got to be still amongst the people that came here. They're going to New York and New Jersey.
They're going to be in New York and New Jersey. I'm going to be in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Shout out to them people from New York. We know a lot of people from
New
York. But nevertheless, Damali, I think you got to think about what I'm thinking about.
No, but so
disease?
so what they've done is they have partnered with more than 400 law enforcement agencies, federal authorities, and private security partners. And so I bring this up because we're in festival season, and we got a little bit of griping going on about the security measures that are being changed to make sure that we're safe. So one of the things that they're doing, or here's several of the things. So for one, you can only bring in clear plastic bag. They will have a clear plastic bag policy. So women, if you have purses, baby, if they ain't clear, you ain't getting in.
People are already doing that now. So that's just to get into an NFL game. You got to have that.
Exactly right. So it's nothing uncommon.
Yeah, that's regular.
And the other thing that they're doing is they're requiring you to register.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that they know who's coming in and where these folks can be found. The other thing that they're doing is they're creating in the stadium. They're enhancing entry screening. They're going to have large security perimeters around the stadium. They're doing crowd management. They're not allowing you to fly drones. I know a lot of people. Ooh. Drones get some great footage, and you want to be able to, have this footage, but they are not allowing that at all. There will be nobody.
Somebody gonna fly a drone. People don't listen.
People do not listen.
I bet you a drone going up. As soon as they start,
listen, it might get shot down, y'all.
It might get shot down, but
I'm just telling you, don't do it. You don't want to waste your money on a drone, and you end up not being able to use it.
You know what? Okay, yeah. And let me not go too far because I am a U.S. citizen. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. How are we going to deal with ICE? They're arresting everybody for nothing. So all these people coming from other countries, is they going to be safe to go home? Well, no, I'm just saying. What you going to do with?
I ain't said nothing about ICE.
I'm just saying, if you got to think about it now, mm-hmm. if I was from another country, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm going to. They might get you and ship you to a whole other country. Now, mm-hmm. you were supposed to go back to China. They done ship you off to Guatemala or something. I mean, I'm just saying that's now.
Real. That's real.
I think that's
a concern.
We still trying to get the United States of America together because we ain't together right now. And I think you know how they do. You shouldn't invite nobody to your house until you done got your own house in order. Mm-hmm. And right now, we ain't even getting along in the U.S. right now. So I don't know. We'll see. Mm-hmm. But with ICE, now I'm more scared of infectious disease. I don't care about the clear person. What we're going to do about the coughing and the sneezing and the hacking is what I'm more concerned about, because it's the thing about it, man. These diseases and the state of our world right now, man, I don't trust nothing. Right now.
So there's a lot of, so I'll say this. The reason I brought the story up is because there is a lot of planning that's happening and taking place, or has been taking place, to ensure that people are safe, that they go to these events, because these events generate billions of dollars for our communities, right? And so, the event starts June 11th, like I said, and it goes through July the 19th. And so, they're still, talking about these safety measures that they're trying to put in play, no different than what we're doing here in Black Wall Street when we talk about Juneteenth and trying to make sure that people are safe.
Why they call you? What if they call you in the cover? We going? You want to? What if they call you in? About
that. That's a lot of people.
I'm gonna have so many masks on.
That's a lot of people.
Look, Damali, I'm gonna have a mask on this ear, mask on my eye. No, they gonna like I'm the mask man at this point. Nevertheless,
that's a lot of different people.
Here's the thing: I'm hopeful that it go over well. I think it could be a good thing, but I'm being honest about being concerned about the infection disease, because you done fired so many people, and I just don't know when it comes. We just had to run with a backpack and slide into the White House. I mean, people just running all on the line. I mean,
stuff. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one thing to get on TV and say we're safe and this is another thing to see what goes on every day, and it just don't seem like. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about Damali. I'm just going to say it early.
Uncle Brian says we need to make sure Dr. Fauci is safe, because he may need to come out of retirement to save us again.
Thank you, Uncle Brian.
And then he says Ebola is on the move right now, so people please be aware.
You got Ebola. You got the measles. You still got these different strains of COVID. And I'm just saying this, Damali. I would probably feel better if I had somebody with some intelligence that could get on TV and break down how we gonna be safe. I have yet to see that part. Like, I need somebody that is experienced to get on TV and say, I don't want to hear about no clear bags. I don't want to hear nothing about no drones flying. I want to hear what measures are we taking to just make sure that when this is over, that we don't have millions of people sick and somewhere putting people in 18-wheelers and frozen 18-wheelers again and all of that.
Crazy.
Because if we get hit with something, I'm not comfortable with us being able to adjust and do those kind of things. And that's just my real honest opinion.
So those are some of the things that are happening in our world right now as we speak.
When are them dates?
But, yeah,
when are those dates?
July the 11th through June 11th through July 19th.
So I'm going to go get my vitamin C, D, A, B, C, F, M, and W. I'm going to get my omega-3s. I'm going to get my beets. I'm going to, is anything you got to do? Roots, beet roots, orange juice, water, and I'm going in the house and I'm not coming out.
Yes,
I am not coming out to 2 weeks after.
Right.
So if I'm doing the show, I'm coming live from somewhere.
Right.
But nevertheless, everything goes well and everybody is safe. And I'm prayerful that happened. I just had to just throw out my concern.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop into our affirmations. It's currently 23 past the hour. It is 66 degrees right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They're saying we're going to have some scattered showers today. I hope they're wrong. No, I don't want it. I'm not in the mood for rain today.
I'm taking a nap today, so if they can just wait.
So you want it to rain?
Wait till I get into my nap. Because it's been a long week, Damali.
It has been a long week.
It's not that it's been a long week. It was a long month.
It's been fast and slow. I mean, like literally today, we are 5 days into the new month already.
But you got to remember, for just the last month for us, we went to Omaha.
Yeah.
Then we came back. Then we went to Arkansas. We came back. Then you had the Black Wall Street rally. Then we had to host the Divine Nine. There was a million of them there. Then we've been to graduations. Mm-hmm. Then we had Legacy Fest just this past weekend. So it's been like nonstop, no days off.
This is outside season.
It is outside
so we already know.
And that's why that nap is coming on strong. So bring on the rain about 2:30. I should go down.
Listen, I can't wait till July because July everything calms down for us just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
I see a lot of people y'all on. Yes. I appreciate the love, and we're gonna come to the live here just in a moment. But Damali, give us this affirmation because they're shooting in California and other stuff is going on,
crazy
and
stuff.
We want our world to get it together.
And another piece of good news.
One more good
news.
Go
to the affirmation. I don't know if it's good or not, but you guys remember the actor Clint Eastwood?
Yeah.
You know, he's my favorite actor. I just love Clint Eastwood because he's a no-nonsense kind of dude.
I want to ask you this. Why he been old for like 50 years, though? Was he ever young? Did I miss something?
Yes, he was young. I used to watch his younger movies.
For real?
Yeah,
When were you?
It was a while ago. So let me tell you this.
You was in kindergarten?
So I'm telling you. So he is actually finally retiring from acting. And guess how old he is?
180?
No, he's not.
He's been alive living like the biblical.
He's 96.
He's
finally retired. No, he's 96.
That's probably about right. Because if I'm 50, he's been old all of my life. And people been scared of him.
Clint Eastwood?
No, I like Clint Eastwood, but I'm just saying he's always been the scary old man that's little that people been afraid of all of my life. And I'm like, was he ever young and vibrant?
Yes,
he just come in.
You don't remember him back
Damali.
in the
No, I don't.
movie?
No.
I used to watch him. So
he's been old all of my life. So him being a century years old, it makes sense. But you retiring 96 officially.
At 96, he's finally saying, I'm gonna stop working.
He said
I just think that's cool that you work, you've been acting and people still enjoy you. Right. And that you can still remember your lines at 96.
And another thing too, your great-great-grandma listened to him and watched them. Your grandma, your mama, and you and your kid. He's been here for like 10 generations. Oh, God. So, I love me some Clint Eastwood. I'm just being facetious. Yeah. And congratulations on your great retirement.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Love him. Okay, here we go. So let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So today our theme is consistency over perfection. That is what we're talking about. So the affirmation says this: I choose consistency over perfection and progress over delay. So what that means, the first part says, I choose consistency. Consistency means showing up regularly, staying committed, doing the work day after day, and making steady progress. Success is usually not built through one big moment. It's built through small actions repeated over time. You should keep showing up and doing the work. The next piece says over perfection. Perfection can sometimes become an obstacle. Many people delay starting a business, applying for a job, launching a project, or pursuing a dream because they want everything to be perfect first. The truth is, perfection is often impossible. Let's just call a spade a spade. You don't wait for everything to be perfect before taking action. The next piece says, and progress. Progress means moving forward. It means even small steps matter. Every lesson learned, task completed, and goal accomplished moves you closer to success. Forward is forward, no matter how small the step. The next piece says, and the final piece says, over delay. Delay happens when fear takes over, overthinking takes over, perfectionism takes over, or procrastination takes over. This affirmation encourages action instead of waiting. You stop waiting and start moving. So the bigger message is this affirmation is about consistency, discipline, action, and steady growth. Because successful people understand that progress beats perfection every time. A person who takes small steps every day often goes further than someone waiting for the perfect moment. So this affirmation takeaway is I don't need to be perfect to move forward. I simply need to be consistent. When you choose consistency over perfection and progress over delay, you give yourself permission to grow, learn, improve, and succeed. And this has been this morning's affirmation, and it has been brought to you by Build in Tulsa.
Damali, that is an amazing affirmation, because I think there's a lot of people right now listening in all around the world, local, national, and international, thinking, man, I should have went ahead and started that business. I should have went ahead and went back to college. I should have started back going to the gym before I went 200 pounds overweight. I should have, brushed my teeth before I lost them. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that we got to find a way, Damali, to be consistent with.
Right.
Because if you don't, it's tough. And I can say, Damali, every time I get a chance, get ready to do something big, I do have to overcome my own fear. I do have to get out of my own way. I have to find a way to stop overthinking it. But I can say that I always find a way to do that. And I just give it my best shot. And I think what hurts people is you're probably going to have to fail a few times before you make it.
That's right.
You're going to get some no's before you get yes.
Yeah.
So you just got to know that's coming, and don't take it so personal that you have a great idea and the first person you go to that say, well, it's a no for me right now.
Exactly.
And then you just trash your whole idea when the next person you ask would have loved your idea. So you just got to have you a system where when you really believe in something, and you better believe in it yourself, you got to be willing to go through whatever you need to go through to get to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you the last thing, and I'm passing you the mic to see what you think about the consistency over perfection. And I don't know why, and this is probably this year that this really has honed in. It's called the 10,000 hours. No matter what you're going to be, real estate, investor, banker, teacher, the people that end up really, really good at something are the people that found the way to put in them 10,000 hours. The Michael Jacksons and the Beyoncés and the Michael Jordans and the LeBrons and the Tiger Woods and the Damali Wilsons and the Aunt Pearlies and the Uncle Brians of the world, the Martin Luther Kings and Malcolm X's, Barack Obamas. These are people that you only saw what they did in the light, but you didn't see what they had to do in the dark while they was birthing that thing. So I always think about, like, well, we've been on the radio for 7, 8 years, and they say, man, y'all do pretty good, but we done put in a whole lot of hours into this thing, because like Damali tell you all the time, it was very difficult for her to do a 30-second thing at EduRec, and all it was going to be is, my name is Damali Wilson. Welcome to the EduRec Youth and Family Fun Center. Come see us. It took 15,000 takes, but look at it now.
That was an over-exaggeration. It wasn't 15,000, but it was quite a few.
I know.
Don't do me.
It always depends on who's telling the story. But when you think about consistency over perfection, what does it make you think about?
Practice makes perfect.
Woo. Come on.
So at the end of the day, nothing is going to be perfect. And as long as you keep doing a thing, then you get better and better and better at it. And I think that the prime example is us doing the radio show. If I go back and look at some of our early shows, I'm like, man, we look like two little scared chickens up here trying to tell somebody something. And we don't even know. Yeah, we don't even know what we talking about. But it wasn't that it was just the confidence and we didn't know what to expect. And it's like, for me, when I got on the radio, all I can see is eyeballs. Like all of these eyeballs, like.
That's called when you let stuff get in your way. Ain't no eyeballs, but you done seen them people.
But I done seen them looking at me. And
now that's called, I saw you.
Have that little, have that little thing in your stomach.
Who's that peeping through the window?
My stomach is flipping and all that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And so because of that experience, then that now allowed me to be able to stand in front of a large crowd at Mayfest or Juneteenth or Legacy Fest and be able to be a host, for those type of events, because now I've conditioned myself over practice. It's been practice time and time and time and time again. So now I'm very comfortable. If somebody puts a microphone in my face, then hey, I'm gonna answer the question. Now might not like my answer, but you asked me my opinion. Right. But I'm gonna give you an opinion, and I'm not nervous about doing it. I don't feel any kind of way about doing it because I've been practicing cracking a mic, being before the microphone and being in front of people. So I'm not nervous about it. And it just cracks me up, like all the different spaces that I'm in, and different organizations that I belong to. Whenever there comes to, there's got to be something spoken, then they're like, Damali's going to do it. And I'm like, how did I get nominated? They're like, well, you do this all the time. You're comfortable. Okay. But I think that's a blessing in that people recognize your skill. Right. And so they know, hey, I can't do it, so we'll let the people that are good doing it. And that's why I said it's important that you stay in your lane. Right. Because if you're bouncing all over the place, you can't be consistent in one area so that you don't become, perfection never comes because you're bouncing all over the place doing things, you're everywhere. But if you stick to what it is that you're good at, then it becomes a habit. It's consistent. And so now perfection comes because you consistently do it. That's just like an example is Christy's cousin. Tim, remind me.
So you can't get on the show every day and ask me to help you remind you of what's in your own brain.
He's a newscaster. He's a newscaster. And DeMarco. Thank you. DeMarco.
That's your last one of the week. That's 2 times back to back.
Whatever.
DeMarco
Morgan. And DeMarco, when he was here for our reparations conference, right? You can tell the difference between a seasoned journalist, right, and someone who just picks up a mic and he's, start talking, or an influencer. Some influencers who have not been on the mic for very long, they think they can just jump on there and start talking. It's very different. The tone, the control, the focus, the type of questions. It's very controlled. And so I think that there's a difference. And even stuff like I just did, couldn't remember his name, he's very focused, so I think that there's a difference when you practice your craft or skill, then perfection comes because that's what you're thinking about. Just like when police officers go to range, right? They know how to shoot already, but they go to range to practice, and get that hand-eye coordination. It's the practice that gets them now. We ain't gonna talk about the other stuff, but anyway. But so you get you get the point that I'm trying to make. It's you got to practice. Football players, what do? They go to practice. Basketball players, you go to practice. Cheerleading, practice.
Got to put that practice.
You got to get that practice.
Practice makes perfect. Mm-hmm. Damali, here's the thing, and I think here's the bigger thing too for somebody that's still thinking about it. Damali said this, and she's so absolutely right. There's always somebody watching you too. Mm-hmm. So even when you're putting up the work, like if you're a kid out there shooting the ball and you missing, it's a coach driving by every day. They seeing you every day be consistent. Mm-hmm. Now, you're not perfect, but they watching you. Yep. And the more you stay out there, you're going to start jumping a little higher. You're going to start hitting a few more shots. And the coach is going to be, one day the coach is going to stop it. Like, I know that you've been out here for about 4, 5, 6 months. And man, let me jump in and help you out, just a little bit. Now, here's another thing. And you being consistent brings about opportunities. Mm-hmm. So your hard work, people are going to start calling you and you're going to start getting opportunities that you thought you would never have.
That's right.
And I think something that has worked for us is sometimes you feel like it's just you, but we've gotten a chance to be behind the scenes where we see people like Maya prepare to go on stage. Mm-hmm. We've seen DC Young Fly prepare to go do a comedy show or be a Bellamy. Yep. We've seen 50 Cent get ready to go up or a Keith Sweat, or we've been back here with Trina, see her come in and see what those processes are. And these people that are professionals, it's a process for them doing what they do. We see some that have to, you think even though they're going to get up on stage and cuss for 2 hours straight, they praying. You would never think that absolutely. If you would hear how they pray before they go on stage, I said,
are you really a pastor?
You would think that if you hear DC Young Fly pray, you gonna swear that he is a pastor.
Yes.
And even though he clown and do all of that, we saw him here a couple times. Yeah. But now when we see him hosting these shows and stuff, we've got a chance to see like his preparation about 8 times go up. And the brother is all about, when you see like a Country Wayne, these people, because they laugh, and like a Kevin Hart. We've seen Kevin Hart look like a dusty kid that was ashy. But look at Kevin Hart now.
Right.
Think about the people that we saw them when we still remember when Morris Chestnut was Ricky when he got shot in the back. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's not the Morris Chestnut of today.
So right. He polished.
See, you seen Ricky, but now you see Morris Chestnut. Now everybody chasing them all over the place.
Yeah.
So once you are able to become the best version of yourself at the craft that you are looking to perfect, then you know what you got.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so I'm just saying I love consistency over perfection because what I tell my kids, especially when you have to go do a speech, because it's not easy just to get up on stage, because we done did both. But I just tell people, if I can give anybody any kind of advice, I always just tell them whether you got to do a speech, you do a presentation in school or what have you, got to be a keynote, just take a deep breath, because if you're not breathing, you can't.
You got bigger problems.
The number one ever to be, people be behind stage.
Yeah,
look,
ventilate.
Boy, if you can't breathe, if your brain don't get no oxygen, it's over. So I always tell my kids, take a deep breath and smile. And then you just got to go for it. Take a deep breath, a couple deep breaths, because at least you can settle yourself down, smile, and then you just kind of rock with it. Damali, what some of your advice? Because look, you done hosted Mayfest, Juneteenth, all these different things. What is Damali's process to get ready to be in front of thousands of people? Because you just can't take that for granted.
Yeah.
What's your process to mentally get ready?
Wait, hold on. Before I answer the question, Uncle Brian said Kevin Hart is still dusty, so that's not a good example.
Kevin Hart is not still dusty now. He just had to redeem himself from the situation with letting the guy say the stuff about George Floyd and all of that. Yeah. The roast. But Kevin, would you say Kevin Hart is polished?
From where he first started. Yeah. But and then Uncle Brian also said, Damali, you were my nominee for communications director for the next president of the United States.
Because you're a great communicator. Anyway, but I think that, want me to tell you what we should do one day?
What's that?
I think we should post our bloopers. Y'all just don't know.
Oh, God.
The amount. If Ken Russian come out or JB Smooth or Uncle Bobby with some of the videos we got out here, y'all would laugh because it's plenty of time. We laugh. Yeah. We like, they go through this whole process of getting us ready. And then they go, 1, 2, ready, go.
And you're like,
and you don't say nothing. You just
this is so funny.
We both do it.
We have gotten to the point, though, where as long as we know what we're talking about,
we good.
Like, we good. And so we do one takes. We've become known for doing one takes.
One take Jake.
One take Jake. Because for one, I don't like doing it 2 or 3 times because then stuff starts getting all jumbled in my brain. I just got to do it one time and get it over with and move on to the next thing.
But it takes 2 things.
But yes,
you got to have a producer that can articulate to us what they want.
Yep.
Because if you can't articulate what you want, that's what makes it difficult for us. You say, well, we want you going on stage. Well, what do you want me to say? What's the goal? What's the mission? What's going on? What's the age group? What are the people? So if you can just give us that, then we can adjust what we're going to say based on that. But boy, when you have a producer that, well, I don't really know, just do what you want to do. No, this is your event. We can't just do what we want to do. What you got going on?
What do you want?
But
what do you want to see?
It's a practice and it's a skill and it takes some work. I'll just say that. But Damali, again, what is your high level preparation when you got an event? You know what I mean? You know the night you hosting Juneteenth, but what is your day like? How do you prepare to, by the time you get to that stage to host for 2-3 hours, you ready?
Well, I think for one, the biggest thing is to get some rest. Because if you're not well rested, then your brain is going to be all over the place anyway, right? You're just going to be a wrecked mess. So you got to be well rested. And then I think too, knowing your material. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be exact, but know what your event is, where you are, you know, what time it is, what are going to be the special acts or, you know, special events that are going to be taking place as a part of the event that you're talking about. You know, so just having some of the basic details, they ain't even got to be, you know, super detailed, but give me something that I can work with, you know.
Right.
And then I think the other thing is just focusing. when I'm up there on stage, I find somebody that I know is paying attention or that's, making eye contact with me.
Right.
And I focus on those individuals. I'm not looking at all the masses. I'm looking at 2 or 3 people, on each side of the stage and in the middle that I can, go to that are giving me head nods or thumbs up or, so I know that they are paying attention and they are listening to me. And so in my brain, I go to that I'm talking directly to that one person, wherever my head is focused at the time. I'm just talking to that one person. I'm not talking to 20 million people standing out there. That's not what I'm talking to. And so it just kind of works out as your focal point. But I think your personality has to be able to shine. If you are not a person who is a people person, then when you get up there, it's going to show that you're not a people person.
Right.
But if, you got to put yourself in the mindset of, I'm here to serve the people. I'm here to give them what they want. And then I think the biggest thing is you've got to have prayer on your side. You got to take the Lord along with you everywhere you go. And the reason I say that is because sometimes there are little bitty messages that'll be dropped in your spirit that just come out of nowhere. And it's like, dang, I wasn't even going to say this. I was going to go in a whole different direction. But sometimes God has a word. And because you have the mic, it is time for you to drop that word, and he'll give it to you in a way that it fits the occasion if you're a spiritual person. So I think that's
good stuff, Damali. Yeah. That's good stuff. Okay. Our theme today is consistency over perfection.
It is.
And I think that's very important when you just talk about whatever it is you want to do and work in different spaces, different sectors, but just finding a way to be consistent and not worrying about being perfection. Because like you said it earlier, you're never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because none of us are perfect.
Yeah.
Damali, it's been a long segment. It's about 45 after. We want to take a real quick break. Give our definition of a consistency over perfection, get engaged with the live audience and see what they think about it.
We can do that.
Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. It's Friday. It's the weekend. When we come back, we want to know what you think about consistency over perfection. We'll be right back. Y'all stay locked in. Are you or someone you know just as involved? Are you or someone you know in need of support services? Don't worry. Fitting Back In got you covered. We offer life skill workshops, career development, job search, substance abuse counseling, and more. We are located at 2121 North Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74115. Give us a call at 918-592-3500. Follow us at Fitting Back In Tulsa. Also, visit us on our website for services at www.fittingbackininc.org. Our services are available only in Tulsa County.
EduRec is the place where education and recreation meets. At EduRec, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at EduRec, go to edurectulsa.com. Call EduRec today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at EduRec Tulsa. EduRec Tulsa, where education and recreation meet.
This is what mornings are supposed to sound like.
Good morning, Charles.
What's up, Damali?
It's the Community Wake Up.
And keeping you connected.
Hey, we on.
Real talk.
Everybody's up and at it.
More action. All the time.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up.
Weekdays.
With Charles and Damali.
Make sure you tune in. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. We appreciate y'all tuning in on Friday. It is finally the weekend. Get ready to get up, get out, and do something. You're locked in on you take something. Just like that. You're locked in on NYCU.FM radio station. We appreciate y'all tuning in. And remember, even when we go off the air today, stay locked in because we're going to be playing them jams 24/7.
Yep.
The Super Mix will come in from 2 to 6. AJ, he don't do his overnight drive this weekend. But Monday through Thursday, the overnight drive is for you people that can't sleep at night. You're up looking around. So from 11 to 3 in the morning, Mr. A.J. Johnson is in there. A.K.A. Mr. Energizer is in the J-Bone Lounge.
Yep.
Thank everybody that's locked in locally right here on KBOB 89.9 FM. So if you rolling in that ride, because they be rolling and strolling. So go to 89.9 FM with Uncle Bobby. Listen to KBOB 89.9 FM. And also all of you YouTubers out there, we are live on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use has been a load of week, but it's finally the weekend. Hopefully today is your payday and that you get a chance to get up, get out, and get something. Damali, how are thou is feeling on this great Friday?
Doing well. We today are talking about consistency over perfection.
Right.
So I want to give you our definition, the wake up definition of consistency over perfection. It means choosing to keep making progress regularly instead of waiting on everything to be perfect. In our opinion, it's better to do something consistently than to do nothing while waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect outcome. Because most of the time, perfection does not come.
It don't come like that. You just go on out there and go for. What do you find that is one of the most difficult things to be consistent at because the results take too long?
Oh, I just think, listen, in this not-for-profit space, that ain't even a question to even ask me.
Right.
Because I think some of the results that come from in the not-for-profit space take way too long.
It's a process. You got to build relationships, have meetings, have audiences. This is on and on and on. Before they can, it may take you a couple years before people really see your mission, your vision, and what you're trying to accomplish and all. I would say one of my things, I'm gonna ask y'all too, what is something that it frustrates you because you have to be consistent so long before you finally see results? I'll say one thing is probably working out.
Yeah.
Because like, man, you see somebody on TV and say, I want to look like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to look like her or you want to look like him, but they might have been working out since they was in kindergarten and you just starting out today and you already 25. So the time that you have to put in. Now, sometimes DNA and genetics kick in because some people just look good anyway.
Yeah.
Walk around looking good, born looking good, genetics, but that's not everybody. So everybody got to make their own adjustment. But no matter how you do it, I think that a lot of times people can go to the gym. You don't see no results in a couple of weeks. And you be like, my muscles not popping, my pecs not popping, my calves is not even coming up yet.
Right.
And then you tap out. But I can just say, I think that might be one spot where people tap out a little early. Because think about us, we go to the gym. And here's the thing, everybody got that New Year's resolution. If you go to the gym, right after the new year, it's packed. You can't get on a machine. And most of the time, I just be like, give it about 2 weeks. And all the people that was hyped up had broke their vision. They done got sore, and they just said.
And that's the thing. Once you get sore, you be like, oh, man, I'm going to go next week.
But I can tell you this. Once it becomes like your routine and part of your lifestyle, you can't make it without it. It's like you gotta have
if you do it for 21 days,
you get 20. If you can get 21 days in,
get 21 days consistently in, then it's part of your routine.
And so that also means if you can't get 21 days in, then you're gonna have 21 questions as to why you couldn't get back in there.
Why you couldn't get back? Let's go to the live real quick.
Let's go to the live.
So Richie Anderson is watching.
What's going on, cousin Richie?
Of course, Uncle Brian is here and AJ.
What's up?
AJ says, good morning on this fun Friday, the community wake up with Charles and Big Rock Harper and Queen Damali. He said, Mr. Energizer is tuned in. Cousin Pearlie says, good morning, family.
What's going on with your cousin?
Richie says, good morning, everyone.
Hey.
Uncle Brian says, good morning, y'all. The world is truly a crazy place.
I know. We got to find a way to get it better.
Uncle Brian said, people are not afraid of killing someone anymore, and it's only getting worse.
Damali, you know what? I think that our generation is still bothers us. I think this younger generation, I think they desensitized to, and I don't know if you ever ask your kids, but I ask mine, I ask my kids, I'm like, what is it where people can just die and y'all just kind of seem to just kind of go on? They just be like, unless it's somebody it's not really that big of a deal. We've seen live videos where people done got shot and killed and the kids still alive, turned up and just go to the next party. Damali, if we was little and somebody died, it would be a complete meltdown of the whole community for months.
Right.
And it would be so traumatizing. But now
it's like it's commonplace.
Why do you think it's like that now? Well, people death is not really that big of a deal.
Well, I think that when you watch movies and video games and stuff, that just desensitizes you. I mean, it's no big deal. See, back when we were kids, we didn't see all that.
You didn't see
so
that.
It was shocking, shocking that you're just like, oh my God, and I'm traumatized. But these kids, they see it every day, all day, in these games that they play and all of that, and how graphic they are. I mean, you want to see the graphic and the graphics advance with technology and all of that, but then you don't think about what it does to the brain psychologically.
Right.
So when you're playing a video game and you shoot somebody and the blood squirts out and all of that, well, then when you see it in real life, it ain't no big deal.
And back in the day, it was traumatizing just to even see somebody get knocked out. If somebody nose started bleeding, anything like that, you'd be fighting. As soon as that happened, we all like, stop it. Oh, call Jesus. Right. We instantly, I still remember now, it was these two kids fighting when I was in high school. And one kid hit the other kid and it cracked all the way around his eye. I can still remember. Just like now, I done had a few fights since then. Never mind that part. I ain't talking about that. But I'm just saying at that point, I remember how traumatizing it was when we hit him. It kind of did something to his eye socket. It started. I took our run. I was at home like I got hit. But nowadays, we didn't have world star. Now they got it. Hit him. Yeah, everybody laughing, chasing, trying to get the next viral video. I just be thinking people just be like, I'm glad I captured it, that he died, man. Old boy got shot, his head came off. And I'm like, you talking about this like that was not somebody's son. Yeah. That wasn't somebody's brother. That wasn't somebody's daddy. What are you talking about? This sister wasn't somebody's auntie. It can't be like you just... But
like you say, unless it's somebody that's connected, then...
And here's the thing.
Another day at the office.
Look, and then my kids love the Lord, regular, everyday, nice kids. They just be like, well, Dad, we just don't, for us, we just, okay. I'm like, man, really? Like, yeah, that's you. You at a party and somebody gets shot and killed. It's like, okay, hey, where we going next? Let's go to the Waffle House. Well, if we were somewhere we was little, and we were, I was at some spots where some people got knocked off. I can't even sleep. I sure don't want to eat nothing. No. But I don't know how we
lay down. I got a headache.
I don't even know how we pull that back, Damali, really, to be honest. It's just too late. Are we still human? But here's the thing. If you go back to like the Roman days and the biblical days, and people was fighting in lions, biting their head off and throwing them. They have to, the king and all of that. So you got to remember, we come from, when you go
savagery.
Back, from savage fighting and blood and I don't know. I must have came from another part of the planet because I'm just not a person that what is it? A WWF? UFC?
UFC, that's what it is.
You done put all the war. You said WW. You just said WWFC wrestling boxing. Is what you just. You put all of the sports. I didn't even say all of that.
Kung Fu fighting. Y'all see what I have to put up with on a daily basis. Good
Bruce Lee, New Jack City, Nino. You put them all together.
God bless me.
Now, I must admit, here's the thing. I like UFC fighting, but I don't like. Well, I mean, I even said it because I don't even want people to get. Well, it troubles me a little bit when I see women hitting each other like that. Yeah. Because we men. We got testosterone. Come on, bring it right here.
But I don't like that when people start bleeding all over the place, and I don't know why do it's on me.
But it's okay because I understand all these sports have evolved so much that I feel like, of course, women can do what they do. I'm just saying, sometimes it makes me think about my daughter and my sisters, and like, I don't mind seeing you fight a little bit when your head and eye swollen. To me, it's just like, I don't want to see sisters getting treated. That just not, you know what I mean? I check it out, but I feel like those things are controlled. But I wouldn't, you know what I mean? But it's just one of those things. But that's different than death, killing somebody. Yeah. This is just, it's a boxing match because who didn't like Muhammad Ali? You see what I got on? The greatest of all time. Right. Who didn't like to see Mike Tyson? But if he hit you, that was it. And the fighter get to fight another day. Yeah. So it's no different than us knocking the stick off the shoulder or the popsicle stick because we done had our little thing, but then it's over. But it wasn't I blew your brains out. Right. I shot you 10 times. It wasn't a drive-by shooting that killed a kid. It's not that kind of thing. We fight, we do the thing, and we go another day because it's professional. Okay. You know what I mean?
We're going to go back to the live real quick. Okay, so AJ says, yes, the school should be AI learning. Some additional free classes and teaching of AI for very seasoned adults just to be able to do things for themselves to live in the AI world. Right. Uncle Brian says AI should be taught in schools. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
I like that.
AJ says, plus, Kennedy, when he opens his mouth, it's all gibberish. It's all gibberish, some foreign language. And when he's talking about taking away vaccines or whatever, we're talking about John F. Kennedy. No, he's not John F. He's the new Kennedy that's in office that's over all
his voice, the one that's voice. We're just gonna call him Kennedy. He's
Kennedy 2.0. Yeah, he's okay, Uncle Brian says World Cup games will be played in Dallas and Kansas City too, and he said
that's close.
Yeah, so that is close. I thought we were going to go after in California. I mean, in
that's
New
close.
York.
That's right there. You talking about New Jersey, New York? They're going to be Dallas and Kansas City. They right there around the corner.
Look,
I'm going to be hopeful that
I'm scared.
I'm hopeful that the states, I'm okay. I'm comfortable with what the states may do. It's just the overall big picture makes me nervous.
Right.
But I think by the time you
yeah.
get into the states and to cities, I would feel a little bit better about how they probably can manage it.
Yeah. Uncle Brian says that he was in on the TV show Rawhide in the 50s. So that's when he was young.
I was born in 72. I wasn't even thought of. My parents would have been here yet. So, no, I sat here and thought, I'm like, Charles, are you being up? I'm like, no. So if he is basically a century,
so that means about Clint
Eastwood. By the time I was 10, he was 60. And I might not start right until 15. So from 65
I guess he was always old for you. Like that when you put it in perspective.
No, that's why I had to ask somebody did anybody ever spot him, because I was like, man, was he one of the 12 disciples? And then he just been hanging. Because I'm like, man, this is one. Want me to tell another person? Morgan Freeman has always been old.
Morgan Freeman, yes.
Yeah, I'm like, was he ever young? It's like Morgan been the same old Morgan, playing the president, playing somebody coming out the back in the dark. I'm like, certain people, I'm like, y'all just been here forever. Not like a reincarnation or something. Yeah.
Uncle Brian says, I choose common sense over nonsense. I know that's
there you go,
right.
Uncle Brian.
I love it. Let's see. Jemanuel Barnes is watching.
What's up, Crash? Every time we have a whole segment about you, you don't be on.
I know,
so
right?
You got to go back and watch the shows, because Damali talked about the situation with the kids where they call you and had you text and follow up and what that has triggered. We done seen you with Pastor Tim. And Crash, we appreciate you, man, because at Legacy Fest, he was engaging with the young men and the young women. He was live. He was doing that. Crash, we don't take for, so follow him, Jemanuel Barnes, because he's doing great work and really trying to create the relationship and create bridges with the youth. And a lot of people are scared to do that. So even when the youth was engaged with the police, it was like real-time training. I'm like, is this training or is this a movie scene? But no, it was real time. He was telling these kids, watch your attitude, tile, smile, have good energy. Don't be, in real time, he was trying to show the kids how not to end up slammed with your hands behind your back, when now the officers are doing so much, because now everybody's annoyed and everybody's mad. And so Crash, I think that was huge that you did that in real time.
Teresa says Grand Rising community.
What's going on, sister?
And Crash says show the bloopers.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. Messy Bessie over here.
Let me tell you the bloopers, because we be halfway into it and we but we got them too. We may air a couple of them over the weekend.
Uncle Brian says Stephen truly has his hands full with you two.
Man, Stephen be shaking his head the whole time we on the show. He just be like, you know what? I don't even know if I can continue to do this anymore.
Princess says good morning.
What's going on, Princess? Welcome to the show.
Mr. Larry says good morning.
Mr. Larry, look, Mr. Larry is an example of just a community icon. If y'all don't know Mr. Larry Harris, at the Tulsa Dream Center, big 6'6", but he's the nicest, calmest, coolest. He's just like the giant with all the kids around him, and he take care of the kids and he take care of the community. And what I like about him, he has what my grandpa them used to call it the eagle eye. Mr. Larry, I don't care if there's a lot of people around. Mr. Larry got his eye on everything all at one time. And even when he's not even talking to you, if you say something wrong, he'll say, Damali and Charles, that's not right. It's going to be at 7 o'clock tonight, not 6. You'll be like, you know how a person, they just tune in to everything. Kids, y'all go back. Hey, come over. So Larry, we appreciate you for just being you, my brother.
Uncle Brian says WWE and UFC are equal opportunity butt kickers.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. Okay, so we're going to give you a little background and information about what we're talking about today, choosing consistency over perfection, because lasting success is usually built through steady effort, not flawless performance. So what is consistency and what does consistency mean? It means showing up regularly, staying committed, continuing the work, and making progress over time. It means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. And let me tell y'all something. Sometimes when it's raining outside like it was on Tuesday, I ain't feel like it.
And here's the thing. The way you feel, that transfers to all areas of life.
Oh, yeah.
Because it to the simple point, like, look, some women be like, I don't want to be a wife this week. Now, we've been married for 20 years, but I don't want to be your wife this week.
I'm taking off.
And some husbands be like, I don't even want to be married this week. People like, I don't even want to be your brother or sister. I don't want to work. So your feelings going to come and go.
Yes.
But your consistency that's what your goal, your vision, and your mission is. So even though when you have a little day, everybody's entitled to have a day, Damali. But after that, just get back to being consistent, because it's still going to pay off.
And what it says here is consistency means you keep going.
Mhm.
So what is perfection? Perfection is the idea that everything must be flawless before you take action.
Right.
The problem is that perfection often causes procrastination, fear, overthinking, or missed opportunities.
Right.
Because you just don't get your car out of first gear. Many people never start because they're waiting for the perfect moment. So perfection can keep you stuck, and we don't want to be stuck. But this is what happens. Communities grow when people stay engaged. People show up. They continuously serve. They remain committed to the vision. And community transformation doesn't happen because of a perfect event. So
Right.
one perfect event does not create a continuous cycle of doing things. You
Right.
got to just continually do it.
And when you talk about perfection, this was so something that I didn't figure this out until I got older. I wish I'd have known this when I was younger. But the most beautiful people in the world think they're ugly. Most of them. You be thinking
they have
these
flaws.
people,
Yeah.
flaws, like a lot of people that are some of the best looking people.
Mhm.
If you get a chance to meet them, they be like, no, I got to fix this. I got to do this. A lot of them don't look at themselves the way we do. We think like you are like perfect. But a lot of times people in those, or people bodies, that's why people like starving themselves to death.
Mhm.
Like you already look good, but no, it's not good enough. So I just think you can get into a weird space. When you just thinking something gonna be exactly perfect. Just perfect is just you just doing the best that you can. If you're doing the best that you can, that, my friend, is perfect.
Yeah.
Just keep working at it.
So I'll just say this about consistency, and I can speak from our lens because, you can't tell us our story. We tell our story the best,
Our way, like Uncle Bobby said.
Right. So when we actually started EduRec, we can remember, reaching out to all of the, local media and telling them, hey, we're doing this. We're feeding kids. We're doing spring break camps, summer camps, after school program. Come by, check us out, all this and that. Nobody showed up. It's crickets. And so we were just like, you know what? Let's just tell our own story.
Right.
We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know anything about going live. We weren't really even social media buffs at all.
Right.
But we decided we tell our story better than anybody else could tell our story anyway.
Right.
Because when they tell our story, they're going to only give you a snippet. They're not going to give you what actually happened. So you may miss the best part of whatever the event was that we were doing, right? And so we just started telling it. And then we started talking and we were like, you know what? There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in our community, but nobody ever knows about it.
Right.
So we're just going to go out, and the things that we can go to, we're going to take our iPhones and we're going to record this stuff and we're going to post it and put it out on social media because we think it's noteworthy and people need to know about this. Instead of watching the news all the time and somebody's talking about somebody getting shot and stabbed and killed and, just all of this crazy stuff, there's a lot of great stuff that happens in our community. And so we decided that consistently we're going to go out in the community and we're going to let people know what's happening in our community because we got some cool people and we've got some great organizations and businesses and things that are doing great stuff in our community, and we want people to know about it. And so we just took it upon ourselves. Nobody told us to. We didn't even know how to. And over time, we've gotten progressively better and better and better and better. No, we're not, most people are like, oh, you're not a mainstream media. No, we're not,
We just doing what we do.
We do what we do. But people have grown to love and trust us. They know that when they come to our pages, they're going to find something good, something positive, something that's going to help them or a family member or, their children or grandchildren. If there's going to be something that's going to be beneficial.
Right. And the biggest thing I'll always say with EduRec or anything we do with World One Development is we pick collaboration over competition.
Absolutely.
The worst thing you can do is start getting in competition. Well, I'm doing it, but I want to do it better than him and her and all that. That may be healthy to a degree, but when you get to like now, you don't even like the person.
Yeah.
Because they keep raising the bar. Because I think my cousin, Miss Pearlie, just said it best. Everyone's best is not the same.
That's right.
Your best is your best. Their best is their best. Everybody's best is not the same. Crash also said parental advisory. You know what I mean? Because he be on the job. So thank y'all. Y'all be the best mentors with good energy. And speaking of good energy, that's what we try to do at World One is we try to find a way to be consistent with relationships with everybody. A lot of people are like, y'all get along with everybody. Well, that's what we want to do. We don't want to have to pick a side, this side or that side. Like right now, we getting into this voting season and everybody's going to be running for office. Guess what? Everybody running for office is welcome to come on our show.
That's right.
We're not going to say because somebody appear that they like this person or they like that. No, Black, white, green, yellow, it don't matter. You been in, we hang with you, we don't hang with you. Because when it comes to those things, these people are running a race, not us.
And personal relationship has nothing to do with this office, with any office. If you are running, then we need to know what your platform is. It doesn't matter that you're my cousin. It doesn't matter that you're, at the end of the day, why do you think you deserve to be in this spot?
And that's why we don't endorse a candidate. Now, we know probably we'll talk about who we're going to vote for when the time comes. And sometimes we may gather who we're going to vote for from them being on our show. But we don't come on and say that and do that unless it's something crazy. But most of the time, we just stay neutral on that on purpose because most of the people come in, we friends or we engage or we got some level of a relationship with all of them. We don't have any personal vendettas or issues with any of them,
So consistency creates results that people can see. So you ain't got to tell, just like with us, we don't go out and beg people to do different things, to be a host for this or that, to go on trips to Uganda and Africa and stuff. People typically come to us because they see us in community consistently trying to make a difference and reporting to the masses what's happening in our community. So because of that, they want to be connected. And so they come find us. We don't just run out here looking for people because trust us, we got more than enough work to do.
Yeah. And if somebody is a little bit more polished or better than you at something, instead of making it a competition, then just engage them as a friend.
Because, and ask them how.
And how. Okay, what do you do? What is your routine? How do you do this? Do that because, look, if you start, to me, if your approach is that way, you may look up and now you may go beyond that person. Then it's your time to shine. And we hope for then they still continue to support you the same way. And I think, too, your consistency, what makes other people elevate over others is some people just put more work in.
That's right.
And it makes me think about, and I'm not going to always equate it to sports, but it makes me sometimes think about like a Kobe Bryant or a Steph Curry. They say Steph Curry shoot like 1,000 3-pointers. So by the time you get in the game, going in to hit 5 or 6 in a row is nothing. He may be done hit 100 in a row. Damali, and cream rises to the top. So I'm gonna ask you, Damali, what do you think maybe, not that you're separating yourself like that, not personally, but what do you think is about you and your consistency that has allowed you to like rise, because cream rises to the top. So you found a way to go through whatever you went through to rise to the top. What things have you been at consistently doing? Because I'm trying to maybe help a young person, maybe get a few tips. What have you consistently done to help you rise to the level of where you are? Because you haven't always been here, but you had to be doing something consistently for people to start seeing you and be like, Damali, okay, it's your time. What have you done?
I think that a lot of it is how you see yourself. And how you think of yourself, because like the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he, and or she. Okay. And so at the end of the day, for me, I try to be the best version of myself. I ain't trying to be in competition with nobody. So for all of y'all people out there that are watching me that have a negative connotation about me, it don't have nothing to do with you. I keep my hair done because I don't want to walk around looking like a nappy-headed little stepchild. I get my nails done because that's what I saw. When my mentors that I remember and the people that I admired coming up as a kid, then they were always polished. They always had their nails done. They had their hair done. They always dressed a certain way. Whenever they went out, they looked presentable. Some of these people are my Aunt Esther, God rest her soul. Miss Viola Patterson, one of our teachers at when we were.
You remember the names. That's good.
And so some of these folks, they actually, watching them, it's like, that's the person that I want to be. I want to be classy. I want to, and so it's my personal standard that keeps me looking the way I look. It ain't because I'm trying to get somebody else's man. I don't care about your man because you probably don't even like him, so I don't want him. But you know what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with that. It is all about, I have a standard for myself and I'm holding it. Just like people know about me, Damali always gonna have some purple somewhere.
They already know what
it's consistent. Whether it's my phone case, whether it's, a pen that I'm writing with. Well, today I got a blue pen because I'm repping, but I got a purple fingernail right here. But, it's your consistency, what you do all the time that people can bank on. People know that you're going to come, you're going to bring it. People know Charles is probably going to be in blue somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Some way,
9 times out of
somehow.
10. Right.
You know, he's probably gonna have a Sigma something. You know, whether it's a pen,
A
you know,
bracelet,
ink
something.
pen, a bracelet,
The
whatever.
blue fire gonna be in the house.
It's gonna
every
be in
day.
the house, and it's consistent. So it's the thing that people know that they can count on. People know if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Even if you get on my nerves, even if I don't feel
You
like
are
it,
good with that.
I'm
You'll
gonna
do
go
that.
ahead and get it done. Even if I don't even like you no more, you know, I'm gonna do it because I said that I was gonna do it. You know, because and I was talking to somebody just the other day. Oh, I was talking to one of my customers just yesterday. And he was talking about how one of the things that he picked up from watching the elders was he said that his dad used to say, all that a man has is a word is his word. And if he can't keep his word, then he's not bloop, 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 you know. And so
all
he
a man
remembered
has
that
is his word.
And so, and then what he did was related that back to Black Wall Street, which I thought I was like, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Because I talk about this all the time. He said, Damali, think about it. He said back during Black Wall Street and Black on Greenwood, he said you could go to a store and say, hey, give me, my grandmother needs this, that, and they're going to pay you on Friday.
No problem.
On Friday, the people were lined up at the door paying. They wasn't ducking and dodging.
There you go. That's what makes it different.
They were there because that's what they said. When on Friday, when I get paid, I'ma be there. See, nowadays you got to go hunt people down. You know, when you call them, they don't answer. You know, they hiding it. You know, you could be at the store and say, "Oh, there goes so and so." You turn around and they gone. They done disappeared like Houdini.
Here's the thing: in our world, stuff is not ever perfect.
No.
Ever.
No.
High level business, low level business. It might be a kid we owe a Jolly Rancher. It's not. But the thing about we don't change our number, we still here, and we gonna communicate what's what. Now you may not like what's going on because the adjustment sometimes may not have nothing to do with Damali personally, or me personally, or you personally. Sometimes circumstances and situations change.
Yeah.
But what Damali is saying is when you cut off your phone, you dodge people, you won't text them back, you unavailable, that's different. You still have to communicate and say, look, this situation is hard. I don't like it. I'm embarrassed by it. I hate that it's happening, but I'm gonna answer the phone and at least let you know what's going on and what I'm trying to do to rectify it. If a person at least doing that, then you got to find a way not to cuss and fuss and holler and scream and shoot and jump and flip because the person is communicating.
Right.
That lets you know you got a person with some character and integrity, because guess what? You can only control the controllables.
That's
and
right.
sometimes people want to make you to be out to be Superwoman or Superman and some of that, and you just can't be that. But you got to let it be what it is. And sometimes you just have to deal with the smoke. You know how you got that crazy call, you got to make it like, I know they finna be cussing.
Like, right.
But here's the thing, you still got to make the call.
Because people are going to honor that.
You still got, they get off, whew, told them a piece of my mind. I hate, then they're going to call you back and probably apologize. I'm sorry I cussed you out. Can we go out to lunch? No, I don't want to go with you to lunch, but I forgive you
Give me a moment.
for what you did. Because, man, your emotions can take you to places that you don't want to go, or your emotions can take you to places that you want to go.
Yeah.
So you just got to find a way to manage those things. And this is the last thing I'll say is my thing, I call it always answer the bell. Meaning, man, I remember when I used to work for the state and have to get up at 6. My partner, Willie Slaughter, that was my best friend growing up, the older guy I tell y'all about. But he said, Charles, you just have to always answer the bell. When I would decide I'm working, now I got to go to the gym at 5 a.m. And so that even when my alarm clock go off, I just drag my own self out of the bed because I call it, I'm just going to answer the bell. And it makes me think about it. When I'm tired, I think about a boxer, you know, in the 12th and the 10th round, and you want to give up and they patching your eye up and they got the water on your head. But when that bell go ding, 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 I've watched men and women not answer the bell. So what I try to do consistently for myself I'll never be perfect, but I at least go for perfection is my thing. I always tell myself is, Charles, you got to answer the bell.
So I'm going to give you the Black Wall Street lesson over our topic, consistency. Okay. So the Black Wall Street lesson is this: Black Wall Street wasn't built in a day. Business owners opened their doors every single day. Families invested in their community every day. Leaders worked towards progress every day. Their success came from consistent efforts over time. They kept building even when the work wasn't easy. And consistency over perfection is about discipline, persistence, patience, and long-term growth, because perfection is often impossible, but consistency is available to everyone.
Ooh, to all of us.
To all of us.
For free 99.
Yep.
Consistently. And I'll say this, whether you are high school or about to go to college, you start a new job, or you got whatever going on. This is what I always do for myself. I give myself grace. I don't know if other people going to give me grace. I give myself grace. And what that looks like, I may go into work and I may because I don't know what kind of boss I may have, but I may make a mistake and get fussed at or get written up. And they may not give me grace, but sometimes, y'all, we have to give ourselves grace. Yep. So when I'm doing something new, what I do understand, if I keep showing up, whatever that job is, it has to get easier every day. If I consistently show up, I be focused on getting the job done, and I'm doing my homework, and then no matter what you do, Damali, it should get a little bit easier every day. Then at some point, I got my routine together. I know what I'm doing, and you just keep going that way. Now, when you lazy and you ain't paying attention to nothing, then that's different. Because you can't just have a job and you messing up. 10 years later, they got to keep telling you, okay, here's the code to get in the building. Here's where you get your mail. This is how you log into your email. You can't be a type of person where you don't really even think about it and consider. Now, people telling you the same thing every day for 2-3 years. That's too much.
And they need to let you go. Annoys me.
Yeah, and that's annoying to do that, because everybody's trying to be able to just go to work and do that job. Because some of you overachievers, y'all know how it is at work. Everybody want to come to you for everything. That's me. Y'all all got the same job, but yet there's 15 of y'all in there. But every time something go wrong, everybody got to come to you. It's like, look, we all get paid the same thing. Now, you've been working. Now, it's one thing, Damali, to help me for 3, 4, 5 months as I'm onboarding. Right. But if it's 4 years later, and can you read this for me? No. Can you check this for me? See, you don't need to get your insufficiencies or deficiencies and then put them on somebody else like that, because that's unfair, and you don't want that to be your practice.
And I'll tell you this, that happens a lot. That happens a lot, even in business, even at the highest level of business. That happens where people are deficient, but they don't want to show the deficiency. So then you lean on other folks to do the task that you're supposed to do. And I'm telling you right now, Damali at this age has become the queen of saying no. No, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Because we have got to learn to show people how to treat us. And if you can't show that I'm the one who's actually out here doing the work and that you just don't know how to do it, then, hey, I'm sorry, I can't keep doing it. You're going to have to figure it out, or go ahead and just give me that pay for that.
That's what I was about to ask you. So, Damali, a person like you and some of you others out there, because we just giving our own truth, when you're the type of person at work and you're so good at doing so many things, but they only brought you in and they only paying you to do one thing. But once you come in, I can help do this, I can help do that. When is the time that you got to tell the boss, like, hey, my job and my job description was to do these 10 things. But now that I'm doing here, I'm running the errands. I'm making sure y'all systems are good. I'm saying the kind of stuff that happens to us because we sweeping around our own porch. We have so many gifts and talents. They end up bringing us in for one thing. We really could just be running a whole corporation. Right. And you done did that for 20 years. Yeah. But you getting paid less than everybody in the office. We got to find a way, Damali, to combat that, because that's not fair. Right. To come in to just supposed to be doing this job, and you really, at this point, you're the office man. All the bosses schedule and this person, because, you're so good at it. Great. But the good at it, meaning it got to be an exchange on my gift and talent.
That's right.
And but
people
anyway,
will always try to get for free.
Man, free 99.
Yeah. And try to use up all of your gifts and talents, which unfortunately means that sometimes you don't get to reach your vision for your life because you are caught up doing all of this other stuff that really don't have nothing to do with
What about this, Damali? How some of how you sometimes, because you take it personal with the company. I want to represent. I don't want to look bad. I don't want none of us to look bad. So you end up coming in, the janitor can't clean good. Well, let me go ahead and clean. Well, she can't get us cleaned up. Let me do this. Well, you didn't do this. So you're doing everything because people are coming out that day, but then you can tell when certain people not at work because ain't nothing going right. There's certain people that you work with at a job, when they not there. You look, you go, oh man, the coffee not right. We ain't got no paper in the printer. Our emails didn't go out on time. When certain people not at work because they do so many things to make sure the work spot is good. And when they not there, ain't no toilet paper in the bathroom, ain't no paper towels, Man, Damali ain't here today because ain't nothing going right. And
I remember when I very first started. So for people who know me, y'all know I'm a germaphobe. I can't stand this. I'm always wiping something with Clorox doing something. And I never really thought about it at Edgerac. And so I remember when I came in one day and somebody said, "Oh, Mr. Molly, you must didn't work this weekend." I said, "Why you say that?" "Oh, because when we came in here, it didn't smell like bleach." I'm like, y'all don't do me.
Look, when we did our first radio show, and shout out to Uncle Bobby. I don't know what Damali thought was going on with Uncle Bobby. We started our show in the fall because Damali done sprayed the whole radio station. Mike sprayed me in the mouth. People glasses. Bobby was like, "What?" She was like, "It's too many people." Look, we started the show. Welcome to the fall wake up with Charles and Damali, because Damali done came in here, but that's keeps you from being sick. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's not just being clean, but being sick. Let's do that. Can we do the feud or something?
Yeah,
we want to take a break first?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Look, it is 23 minutes after the hour. It's 66 degrees and it's supposed to be some scattered showers, but it is the weekend. It's Friday. Hopefully today is your payday. There's a lot of people on. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the Consistency Over Perfection Black Wall Street Family Feud edition. Who got the crown on yesterday?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember either.
Steven, was it you?
Steven got the crown. He still got it on. He said, "Y'all see me over here." We're going to take a break. Coming right back with the Community Wake Up. Family Feud, let's get to it. We'll be right back, y'all.
Edgerac is the place where education and recreation meets. At Edgerac, we have a host of programs such as Spring Break Camp, Summer Camp, and After School. It's located at 5424 North Madison Avenue. To donate, sponsor, or volunteer for any of our programs at Edgerac, go to edgeractulsa.com. Call Edgerac today at 918-430-3947. And you can also visit us on any of our social media platforms at Edgerac Tulsa. Edgerac Tulsa, where education and recreation meet. Looking to take your event to the next level with professionalism and energy? Contact World One Development. We host events, have radio personalities, offer community engagement and videography. We also do live radio remotes, red carpet appearances, create promos, event recaps, drops, and flyers. We also create customized advertising packets to promote your business, organization, or program. Visit our website at world1development.com. You can also reach us on social media at World One Development. You know what? It's really not that bad being up at 5 a.m.
Damali, you know what? You're absolutely right. The only thing better is we on 5 days a week.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
It's the Community Wake Up, our brand new morning show.
Right here on NYCU.FM.
And simulcast on KBOB 89.9 FM.
We got your Black History Trivia.
We got your medical report.
Don't forget the police report.
Your local, national, and international news.
Always the latest on upcoming events.
The Divine Nine and the HBCU check-ins.
And most importantly, we can't do it without you.
And make sure you join us each and every day.
It's the Community Wake Up
with Charles and Damali. Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali right here on NYCU.FM. We also locally on KBOB 89.9 FM where we get to tell our story our way. We also live on YouTube, the official World One Development news you can use, but y'all got the best seat in the house right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood, because it's the weekend, baby, and we are back.
Yes, so today's theme is consistency over perfection, because success isn't about being perfect. It's about continuing to show up to do the work.
Can't fake showing up.
Can't fake showing up. Okay, so it's time for the Black Wall Street Family Feud. We asked 100 people in the community these 3 questions and a bonus question. And depending on how well you do, then we might have a fast money round, okay?
Okay.
So these 3 questions, we have the top 4 answers, not 5. There is no E. There is no all of the above.
You're going to get that straight right now?
Let's get it straight right now. And so we have the top 4 answers, but your job is to give me the number 1 answer that my 100 people chose.
You know, it's Friday, it's the weekend. I feel like winning. I feel like a winner today. You know what I'm talking about? I just feel, I know Steven got the crown. I know Richie went undefeated 2 days. I know about all that, but I'm just telling you that I'm feeling pretty good today. I feel because I want to wear the crown for the weekend.
Okay.
I can let them wear it for a day, but I get to wear it from now until Monday. You know what I'm talking about? So let me, AJ, I hope you're ready. I see you Smash. I know Richie, he Prentice, he meditating right now.
Right.
But I got to find a way because see, Steve, he got the crown. And whenever he get the crown, I notice he go get his hair done. He done when he got a fresh edge up. He dressed up today, got a nice shoe. Like you know, when he get the crown, he looks like the king. So I don't know if that's in a way to intimidate us.
He got some fly shoes on, y'all.
Steven up in here clean, y'all.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can get them. I'm gonna get the crown to see if he let me borrow them shoes.
All right, so here we go.
Let's go.
So question number 1. Name something people should do consistently to be successful. Is it A, save money, B, learn new skills, C, show up, or D, set goals?
Read that one more time. You can't miss number 1, not on no Friday.
Name something people should do consistently to be successful. Is it A, save money, B, learn new skills, C, show up, or D, set goals?
I'm going to say learn new skills.
Learn new skills. So that would be B.
If you ain't learning, you ain't earning.
Okay. Steven, what you got? Name something people should do consistently to be successful. Is it A, save money, B, learn new skills, C, show up, or D, set goals? And remember, this is the consistency over perfection. Anna Marie Baker says the Divine Rising family.
What's going on, Anna Marie Baker?
Says D.
Prentice said pray.
AJ says B.
Go before the Lord.
Uncle Brian says B.
Take all your affairs to the altar.
You gonna see C? B.
Yeah. Cousin Pearlie said C. Prentice said B. What did I say? I gave answer.
Said B.
I said B. Let's see what's happening.
Anna Marie says C.
Anna Marie Baker said C.
What your thing goes on?
Richie said B.
Richie said B.
Stacy Nichols Reese, what's going on, Sora? Welcome to the show. Little Rock in the house. Watch your mouth. She said B as well.
So Crash says D. I got AJ, Uncle Brian, Pearlie, Prentice, Anna Marie, Richie, Stacy, and Crash. Okay. So here we go. Question with answer. Name something people should do consistently to be successful. Is it A, save money, B, learn new skills, C, show up, or D, set goals? Cousin Pearlie said C. I got her. Okay, so here we go. The answer, Pearlie and Anna Marie Baker, you are correct. The answer is C, show up. Success often begins with simply being present and committed. You can't win if you don't show up.
Cousin slid into home base with the last second and cleared her shoes off and said, Mama's on.
Don't even
and
worry.
got it right. Don't even worry about it.
All right. Question number 2. Name something that perfectionism often causes. Is it A, delay, B, stress, C, fear of failure, or D, overthinking?
One more time.
Name something that perfectionism often causes. Is it A, delay, B, stress, C, fear of failure, or D, overthinking?
Girl, that's all of the above.
I already told you it ain't no all of the above.
I'm gonna let you read it again with some music. That's why I can't connect. My Bluetooth is disconnected.
Name something that perfectionism often causes. Is it A, delay, B, stress, C, fear of failure, or D, overthinking? Teresa says D.
Cousin Brother said, yeah. Said it with Lil John.
Okay. Okay, so Teresa says D. Anna Marie says one more time. Name something that perfectionism often causes. Is it A, delay, B, stress, C, fear of failure, or D, overthinking? You say A. Steven says A.
I'm going to say overthinking is D.
Yes.
Cousin Lori, welcome to the show. What's going on, family?
Uncle Brian says A. I'm behind. One more time. Prentice says D.
AJ
says A.
Richie said D. Pearlie said D. Crash said B. Anna Marie Baker said C. Prentice said A, B, C, and D.
No, he didn't.
He said, I didn't say all of the above.
Don't play.
Crash said A.
Crash says A. I thought Crash said B.
The way he changed his mind.
Oh, my goodness. Don't y'all start messing up my paper now. All right, who else? Did I miss somebody?
Cousin Lori, what you say? You just tuned in. What's your answer?
Here's the question one more time. Name something that perfectionism often causes. Is it A, delay, B, stress, C, fear of failure, or D, overthinking?
That's tough. That's tough. They all sound so right. But what did the top 100 people say?
Yeah.
What did most of them say?
What did most of them say?
That's the question at hand.
All right. If there are no more answers, then I'm going to go ahead and give you the answer. Richie, Pearlie, Teresa, and Prentice, you are absolutely correct. The answer is D. Oh, you said
I
D.
said D. Wait a minute.
Charles.
Give me that pen. Why you going to do man? You trying to mess with my self-esteem?
Charles said D.
All the first one say D. Hold on.
You did. No, I remember.
Give me 2 points and then I forgive you.
I remember.
You did barely.
Yes. Let's see. D, overthinking. Many opportunities are missed because people spend too much time trying to make everything perfect. Thinking too much can stop you from moving.
AJ, where you at? I'm 1-1.
Okay.
Okay.
Question number 3.
It ain't over till the fat lady sing.
Name something that grows when people stay consistent. Is it A, trust, B, skills, C, business, or D, confidence?
Ooh. Skills.
Okay, so that's B.
Skills on wheels.
Charles.
Read it one more time, though.
Name something that grows when people stay consistent. Is it A, trust, B, skills, C, business, or D, confidence?
And it's confidence or that's the other one.
Okay, so Stacy says B.
What's that? Skills?
Skills.
With confidence on the side.
AJ said, oh no, I've missed 2.
Right.
Richie says D. Y'all are funny.
Yeah.
Teresa says D.
That's a tough one. That's a tough out.
Anna Marie says A. All right, who else we got? Pearlie says D. And Uncle Brian says D. What you got? You said B. Steven,
Right.
What you got?
Steve said the crown is up for grabs. He said the crown is starting to fade away.
I'll read one more time.
Steven don't want to leave.
Name something that grows when people stay consistent. Is it A, trust, B, skills, C, business, or D, confidence?
I'm going to say confidence.
Okay, so you're changing your answer from skills.
Because it says something that grows.
Okay, so D. Okay, so Charles is going here. Prentice says D. And what you say?
Said A.
A. You said A. Oh,
Trust.
I thought he.
Oh, I thought you said A. Oh, you might.
A is a trust. You say skill. You say B. Okay.
That's what I said first. I changed my mind, so we finna see.
Okay.
It's a tough one.
AJ says D is my answer. Okay, got you. Okay, so AJ, Prentice, Uncle Brian said D. I got that. Yep. Teresa. Okay. All right. So here we go. And I hope y'all are keeping track of y'all points.
I am. We are.
I'm not. Okay. All right. So here we go. Question with answer. Name something that grows when people stay consistent. Is it A, trust, B, skills, C, business, or D, confidence? Anna Marie is the only person who got it right. It is A, which is trust. People trust individuals and organizations that consistently show up.
Steven, I tried to give you the answer.
Consistency builds credibility.
Didn't I try to give it to Steve? I said he said A.
You did try to give it
He
to
said, I think I gotta let it go. That's a little TKO. Try to give it to him.
All right, here we go. The bonus round for 5 points.
Man, I am 1 and 2. Come on, AJ. We got to get together.
Right?
Come on. I'm
so
ready.
Anna Marie got 2.
Anna got 2.
Yeah, she's up in this thing.
Yeah, don't slip. She up. Go ahead. Let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Bonus round. Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. Is it A, momentum, B, growth, C, opportunities, or D, results?
One more time.
Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. Is it A, momentum, B, growth, C, opportunities, or D, results?
That's what grandma do when she eats some good collard greens. Shoot. It's C or D? What's C?
C is opportunities and D is results.
That's the same thing, Damali.
Listen.
Opportunities, results.
Okay, so Stephen, you say A.
What's A?
Momentum.
Nope, it ain't that.
Oh. B is growth. Oh, God. Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. Is it A, momentum, B, growth, C, opportunities, or D, results? Okay, so Richie says D. Princess says D. Steven says D. Hurley says D.
That's a setup.
AJ says D.
Anytime it's 5 or 6 in a row,
Teresa says D.
Sound like ain't nobody gonna get it right. So I ain't definitely not saying D. What did read it again? I was gonna say D. I ain't saying it now.
Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. Is it A, momentum, B, growth, C, opportunities, or D, results?
I'm gonna go with opportunities. That's C.
Opportunities is C.
Because everybody gonna go D. I already know what's going on with that. That's a crash and burn situation. I already know. I've seen it too many times. I ain't going for it.
Okay, what you got?
He said give him D too.
Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. Is it A, momentum, B, growth, C, opportunities, or D, results? Anna Marie says she's changing hers to C. Growth is B. Okay. Steven. Stacy says A.
Oh man. It's
okay, so
not
Anna
gonna
Marie
be
says
D.
she's changing hers. Okay, got it.
If it's
okay.
D, I'm leaving the show.
Okay. Here we go. Question with answer.
For all the marbles. It's Friday. Get your drink.
Marbles.
Tell your bartender to pour up your drink. It's the weekend. You off from work.
Apple juice, please.
Apple juice or apple cider.
Right. Name something communities gain when people choose progress over perfection. For 5 points, the winner is Stacy. The only
I told you.
The answer is A, momentum.
Shut up. That's a sorority thing.
Momentum.
This is a Zeta Phi Beta thing. Give me all this stuff. I ain't going for this. Stacy just got here today. Now you gonna welcome her back to let her win. We gotta talk about this Zeta thing. Now hold on. It's only 2 Zetas around here, and you and her. I seen you texting. So go ahead.
Sounds like a hater move. Stacey ain't been on a while, and she just came on, and she had the luck of it.
Come on, welcome back, Soror. The answer was C, but I'm gonna change it for you because don't nobody know no way.
The answer is A, momentum. It says momentum happens when people keep moving forward, even if everything isn't perfect. Progress creates energy. Look, Stacey laughing. She laughing at you. So here we go. It says the bigger message is this. Consistency over perfection requires discipline, patience, commitment, and steady action. The entrepreneurs of Black Wall Street didn't wait for perfect conditions. They opened businesses, they served customers, they built relationships, and they reinvested in the community day after day. Because communities don't become successful through perfect moments, they become successful through consistent efforts. Perfection may impress people occasionally, but consistency changes communities permanently.
Congratulations to my soror down there in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna call my therapist, my financial advisor.
I wanted to say,
I don't drink, but somebody get me a bartender. Make me something. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got the trivia. We still got the upcoming events. We still got the HBCU Divine 9 roll call. Y'all stay locked in because when we come back, we turn it up. Congratulations, Soror. She's the winner on today. Community Wake Up with Charles and Damali. Y'all stay locked in. Hey, if you want to do us a favor, click that share button, that little arrow. Click that little arrow. Text 5 people and tell them the Wake Up is on. We'll be right back.
The 36th Street North Event Center is proud to kick off another great season of social gatherings with family and friends. And no matter what the size of your next event, the 36th Street North Event Center has you covered. From event decor to live DJs, even catering, and a world-class sound and lighting system, 36th Street North has your event covered. We offer a state-of-the-art event booking and planning process from start to finish. And whether you're hosting 100 or 1,000, 36th Street North Event Center is the premier event center of North Tulsa, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. Share the experience at 36th Street North Event Center and see why we are the #1 choice for upscale events. From weddings to birthdays, corporate functions, holiday parties, and so much more. Visit us today at 36theventcenter.com or call and reserve your spot at 918-200-9046.
Welcome back to the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali, Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of Black Wall Street on the historic Greenwood. You're locked in on NYCU.FM, playing today's R&B and the absolute best throwback. So make sure, even when we go off the air, whether you at school, work, or play, keep us turned up because we on 24/7. If you got internet, you got us. When you go to the page, just go to NYCU.FM. Hit that play button. You're going to start jamming a little bit. When you feel the groove, and let it use you. After that, stroll to the bottom, subscribe to the station. Then after you leave there, to go to KBOB 89.9 FM and your local radio station. Throw that in. Hear this little cutie pie. You're the reason why. And then also you're locked in on YouTube, the official World One Development News you can use. Again, congratulations to Stacy Nichols-Reese down there in Little Rock, Arkansas, the winner of the Black Wall Street Family Feud. Damali, it's Friday. It's the weekend. What's up with it?
It is time for the HBCU Divine 9 roll call.
You know what I decided?
What's that?
If I'm going to spend my money on anybody going to school, they're going to have to be going to HBCU. Other than that, I ain't got no money.
Uh-oh.
And look,
Y'all
look, Damali. There was once upon a time, we were unwelcome in any other college other than a HBCU.
That's right.
When you don't know, 80% of the professionals out here in the world that look like us assists went to a HBCU. Just on yesterday, we was meeting with an attorney. He was giving us his story. I didn't even know that. He said, I'm from Kentucky, but me and my wife, he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
She's a doctor. I didn't know where he went to school. He said, but he went to Morehouse.
Yep.
And she went to Spelman. Wasn't it good to hear that?
Yeah.
And they some of the most prominent, great people around. So now I graduated from the Loop. But nevertheless, no matter where you go to school, we appreciate you. Because I went to the University of Arkansas, money said the money went to NSU. But in my money, from 2026 on, if you call me, you better have an HBCU tied to it before I write a check. Because that's where I am right now, because there's a lot of stuff going on in this world that I don't agree with. But one thing I do agree with is the Divine 9 and the HBCU.
Okay,
I agree with that because it's more than just education, baby.
All right, so here we go. HBCUs. In Alabama, you'll find institutions like Tuskegee University, Alabama A&M, and Alabama State.
Hold on. Turn the music up just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's kind of glitching a little bit. I don't know what's going on. That's why we had it down a little bit. But you got the bounce. You silly. He's so
I don't
silly.
need much. I'm a Sigma.
Yeah. In Arkansas, there's Philander Smith University, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, Shorter College, and Arkansas Baptist College.
We got 4 of them back in the crib. Shout out to the HBCUs in Arkansas.
In the District of Columbia, the iconic Howard University stands as a global leader in higher education.
Look, we going to always have love for Howard University because they sent us a box of merch. They said they love the Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles and Damali, and they shipped us a box. They're going to have us come down to Howard University to do a live show. We're going to do some teaching and all kind of stuff. So if you want us to rep your HBCU like
Yes.
that, you got to send us a little bit of merch because that's what they did.
We'll get you on the schedule.
Yes, yes.
All right, Florida is the home of Florida A&M University, Bethune-Cookman University, and Florida Memorial University.
Let's go.
Didn't Richie's son just graduate?
He just graduated from Bethune.
Yes.
That's on top of the 3.9.
Yes.
You know, doing big
Come on,
things.
dude. Georgia boasts Morehouse College,
Yeah.
Spelman College,
Yeah.
Clark Atlanta University, Savannah State,
Chocolate
and
City.
Fort Valley State.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Louisiana, you'll find Grambling
Not
State,
the boot.
Southern University,
Come on.
Dillard University, and Xavier University of Louisiana.
Make me think about them bands when you talk about
Okay.
Louisiana, boy.
Yes.
Gremlin is Southern. It don't get no better than the Bayou Classic, baby.
Come on. North Carolina alone has 10 HBCUs,
Yeah.
including North Carolina A&T, Winston-Salem State, and Shaw University. In Tennessee, it is the home of Fisk University,
Right.
Tennessee State, and Meharry Medical College.
Let's go. Let's
In
go.
Texas,
Oh, yeah.
we have
And the
Prairie
Dirties.
View A&M,
Shout out.
Texas Southern University, Wiley University, Paul Quinn College, and
Texas.
Jarvis Christian College.
Let's go, Texas.
But right here
Uh-oh.
in Oklahoma,
Uh-huh.
the only
Holla.
HBCU
If
in
you hear
our
me.
state, Langston University. Got the L's
Put
up.
the L's up in the air.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, Virginia is the home to Hampton University, Norfolk State, and Virginia State. And in Maryland, we have institutions like Morgan State and Bowie State
Come on.
that continue to shape the future of kids that look like us
Yes, yes.
in our community.
Hey. Let me tell y'all something, because it's my time. That's my time,
time to shine.
Look, when you do go to the HBCU, and then you need to understand what's really going on because you feel something move. You're like, what is going on? I hear something. I hear all these different noise. I see boots in the air. I see canes spilling. I see flipping. I see jumping. All that. What you are being welcomed into is a divine nine world.
Yes.
And this is my job. If you don't know about it, govern yourself accordingly. The first and the number one fraternity in the world, Damali.
Mm-hmm.
You see this on my shirt?
Yes.
The greatest of all time is the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma, which is my frat brothers. 1914, January 9th at the historic Howard University. And the best sorority that I know, I don't know about you, that I know about, is my sorors. The real deal, the real brothers and the sisters is Zeta Phi Beta. That's why we can sit back with the blue and white and go Zeta Phi Beta Sigma. But we got some others. I'm going to tell you about the others now. All right, the first fraternity that came out of the chute was Alpha Phi, Alpha Fraternity, Inc., founded in 19. For whatever reason, they hold on to that old 6. Every time you see them, that's what they're doing. I don't know why, but that's their business. But they was presented at Cornell University, and they deeply rooted in HBCU culture and leadership development. And they sisters right behind them, this pretty girl, they put the pinkies up and they make a loud noise. That's all I know about it. That's all I know about it. But it's the sisters of Alpha Kappa, Alpha Sorority, Inc., founded in 1908 at the historic Howard University. Coming right behind them is those brothers Omega Psi Phi with the boots in the air because they just don't care. The Q coming up next, founded in 1911 at the Howard University, and right behind them is the sisters of Delta Sigma Theta with the pyramids.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. They was founded in 1913 at the Howard University, and rolling up right behind them is the pretty boys. They lay their hair down on the sides. They got canes. They smell like candy. The brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi in the building. They was founded at Indiana University in Bloomington with a strong HBCU tied through membership and expansion. Right behind them, the sisters of Sigma Gamma Rho. They founded in 1922 at the Butler University with deep engagement across HBCU campuses. And last but not least, our older Phi Theta Fraternity, Inc., founded in 1963 at Morgan State University. And this, my friends, is the HBCU Divine Nine Roll Call on the Community Wake Up with Charles Hopper and Damali Wilson. And if you don't know, now you know.
Okay. Yes, thank you so much for that. So, we always want to recognize those folks who came before us and laid the foundation.
Yes.
And all of this is nothing but foundation. So we want to make sure that we are honoring them in the way that they need to be honored.
Just
right?
like that.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and do our Black History Trivia because we want to get that in. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Jump into our upcoming events. It's the weekend. We're going to let y'all get right to it.
Yeah.
So govern yourself accordingly because I just lost. So I feel like winning. Because it's the weekend. Because if I can win this, I'm going to feel just fine over the weekend. Because
Okay.
my soror done got it. Now the frat's got to represent. We can't go out. I done got this shirt on to say the greatest of all time. So I had to come up with something.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
so
see just how much you know. It's Black History Trivia with Charles and Damali.
of course you know that today's theme is consistency over perfection.
Right.
Because many history makers achieve greatness not through perfection, but through persistence and commitment over time. So here's the question. Which Black inventor received more than 50 patents and spent decades improving everyday products, proving that consistent effort and innovation can create lasting impact?
50 patents?
50 patents.
Don't let nobody
Over
tell
50.
you that you can't do whatever you want to do. This brother got, whoever it is, brother or sister, got 50 patents.
Over 50.
Over 50.
Was it A, Lewis Latimer, B, Garrett Morgan, C, Granville T. Woods, or D, Elijah McCoy?
What's the names again?
A, Latimer, Lewis Latimer.
What's Latimer?
B, Garrett Morgan. C, Granville T. Woods. And D, Elijah McCoy.
Sure, I think it's...
AJ says B.
And the only name that... Ooh, it seemed like it's the real
Steven
McCoy.
says D.
The real McCoy. Who is McCoy? The real McCoy?
Elijah McCoy is the
is that
person. Is that who you're going for? Or are you still thinking? Stacy says D.
Oh, sorry, I'm going with D. No, because I stay you texting.
Uncle
I ain't
Brian
falling for that
says
twice.
You ain't seen me pick up my
No.
says
We
B.
just did the Divine Nine, Zeta Phi Beta Sigma. And I know y'all not gonna steer me wrong, not 2 times in a row.
Said D.
If so, AJ, get around there to go check on Sorrow. I'm like, what's going on?
Prentice said D. All right. Anybody else? Stephen, what's your? Oh, Stephen said D also. Charles said D. Okay. Okay, here we go. Question with answer. Which Black inventor received more than 50 patents and spent decades improving everyday products and proving that consistent effort and innovation can create lasting impact? Was it A, Lewis Latimer, B, Garrett Morgan, C, Granville T. Woods, or D, Elijah McCoy?
I need to call on the ancestors because I look. Do I need to call on the ancestors? Just tell me now. I'm already right here on Greenwood. I just walk right down the road.
I got Richie. He says B.
Richie said B.
And actually, Stephen, Stacy, Charles, and Prentice, you are correct. The answer is D, Elijah McCoy. Elijah earned more than 50 patents throughout his lifetime. Rather than giving up when faced with discrimination and barriers, he continued improving machinery and developing new inventions. His work became so respected that people reportedly asked for the real McCoy.
Oh, right. See that?
Right.
The real McCoy. I see that.
When they wanted a genuine
product. Hold on. Pat me on the back, please.
Oh, God.
No, I remember hearing the real McCoy. That's why I went.
Yes.
See, I know my history.
He didn't become successful overnight. He kept working, improving, and innovating over time. The bigger message is this: consistency over perfection is about showing up repeatedly, continuing to improve, learning from mistakes, and staying committed to the work. Because greatness is rarely the result of one perfect moment, it's usually the result of consistent effort over many years. History often made by people who kept going when the others quit.
You know what? It's great. And that's the beauty of doing these trivias and stuff all the time. Because I really only was remembering the real McCoy. When you was reading it, and I was thinking, man, the real McCoy, hold on. And so I went more with that than the name. I couldn't even remember the first name. But nevertheless, over 50 patents is huge. So next time you can remember, when you hear over the 50 patents, the real McCoy. Elijah what?
Elijah McCoy.
Elijah McCoy. Hey, that's good stuff right there. Congratulations to me. Stacey, you already won, so Ron. Let me have this one. You and who else won with us? Stephen?
Stephen. And
Stephen had the crown now. He got his shoes on, so we'll split our part of the crown here in the station. Anyway, all right, we got a lot of big events coming up. We start our Unplugged Summer Camp on Monday. We only got a couple slots left, so if your kid is looking to eat up all your food, say, no, you not. go to edurectulsa.com/camp, sign up. We got partial scholarships still available.
Yeah.
So instead of $100 a week, you can do $50 a week, but it's a $50 registration. We got everybody. We're doing STEM. We're doing STEAM. We got 53,000 square feet. We got 15 acres of land. We're taking them on field trips. We're going to have them dancing. They're going to do woodwork. We're going to do some food stuff. We got the horse lady coming out. We're going to make sure your kid is tired yet educated over the summer. So, and here for your people that's ballers. Now, if you can scholarship a kid, you just don't know how much we appreciate it. And if you can, just go to edurectulsa.com, then just click the donate button and just put scholarship, and we will get that money, and we will let a family know that you felt like blessing a family to allow their child to be able to go to the camp for at least 1 week. But the camp is for 4 weeks.
All right, but before we do that, let's do our small business spotlight, and we're going to do it really quickly. Today, we're shining the spotlight on Kimberly Wayne Cross. She is the founder of Overcross Counseling and Equine Services. At Overcross Counseling and Equine Services, Kimberly is dedicated to helping individuals and families navigate life's challenges through compassionate counseling and innovative therapeutic approaches. By incorporating equine-assisted services, and what that is horses, y'all, or, working with animals. Clients have the opportunity to experience healing, personal growth, emotional wellness, and confidence building in a unique and supportive environment.
And she's the one that's coming to our camp?
Yes.
See there? You see how it work, y'all?
Kimberly Wayne.
Show us a little love, then we showing a little love. So check her out.
Yes. You can reach her at Overcross Counseling and Equine Services at 539-202-7898, or you can go to info@overcrosscounseling.com.
Let me add this to no, hold on. You got a website? That was it?
No, that was it.
Also, for you, if you have a high schooler, if you got somebody between the ages of 14 and 18, we have the Tyson Thompson.
Yes.
That has some specifically for that age group. And he's going to be out at our camp Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 2 p.m. So if they're trying to get to college, dealing with self-esteem, dealing with all this mental health and a lot of this stuff going on, then you can also bring them out to EduRec 5424 North Madison Avenue, because Tyson going to do something specifically for them. And then on Thursday and Friday, they'll be able to be volunteers for our kids. So we building our youth, because a lot of times you end up them high schoolers just sitting at home, and that idle mind get them into a whole lot of trouble. So EduRec going to also offer some for your 14 to 18-year-olds. So now, from 5 until 18, we got you covered. You can bring them out to EduRec, got before care, after care, breakfast, lunch, snacks, everything is there. And we'll see you there.
All right, so tomorrow, Karan Hall is having a birthday bash. There's going to be an album release party with special guests Tia Marie, Jay Friday, and Big Bub.
Big Bub.
They're going to be here from 8 o'clock p.m. until 1 o'clock p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North. You got to be 21 or older to enter. You can get tickets at Ticketstorm.com. Charles already told you about the summer camp, so govern yourselves accordingly. Mayor Monroe Nichols is having a community public meeting right here in this building on June 9th at the 36th Street North Event Center, located at 1125 East 36th Street North, from 5:30 p.m. until 7 o'clock p.m. We want to remind you that we are voting on June 16th. There are currently 4 candidates that are going to be running for District 1 City Council. And I believe that they are going to be the deadline for those folks to be able to sign up for City Council is going to be June 10th. So there may end up being more candidates, but currently we have 3 folks in the running. We have Currency Wilson, we have Reggie Williams, and Mario Johnson. And of course, our current city council person is Vanessa Hall Harper. Congratulations to the Oklahoma Eagle. You guys did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
And you guys need to go check out that article. They did interviews with these candidates, and asked some real questions, and they did a really good job with that. So go check that out in the Oklahoma Eagle. The Tulsa Empowerment Network and World One Development are hosting the next community convening. It's going to be happening on June 20th from 9 o'clock a.m. until 11:30 a.m. There's going to be developers and entrepreneurs and for nonprofits. Greg Shaw who is a developer in our community, Terrell and LaShawn Ellison of EIG Builders, Merton Huff of Capital Homes. And these are some of the homes that are going to be built right here in North Tulsa. I mean, there's so many. They're beautiful, beautiful homes.
And they're building them right now, right across the street. You better come to 36th Street North in Peoria. I've been riding over there every day. 2-story house, 3,000 square feet, 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom.
They're nice.
3-car garage. They super nice. So equivalent to Bixby, Owasso, North, South Tulsa. Look, you better come get it. Now, there's some tiny homes somewhere out here, but these are not the tiny home edition. You better come get your home. It's a government program. Look, your credit can be in the 5 months. They give you $20,000. So you're not even going to have to come out of your pocket. All you got to do is stay for 5 years and they forgive you of that. So get in the home because home is where the heart is.
Absolutely. And then let's see, Juneteenth. Yes. Is going to happen June 19th through 21st. Next week, we're going to be talking about Juneteenth a lot. We have one of the organizers that's going to be coming into the studio to talk about Juneteenth for a little bit. The musical artist is going to be the original Lakeside Band. So they're going to be getting
coming out, baby.
Right. Don't forget, you've got to register in order, which I need to go register us. I forgot. TulsaJuneteenth.org. TulsaJuneteenth.org is where you need to go in order to register. If you would like to advertise your event or business on our show, you can go to nycu.fm and submit an inquiry. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program
belong all to Damali. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Call her, don't call me.
And our guests, and are not necessarily to the station, affiliates, organization, committee, or the group or individual associated with nycu.fm or KBOB 89.9 FM.
Yes, and we want you to have an outstanding weekend. Remember, next week on Tuesday and Thursday, we have a satellite office here for people that's dealing with the permitting process. Make sure you remember that. And also, we just want you to have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing we wouldn't do, and we do a lot. But anyway, it's been a Community Wake Up Morning Show with Charles Damali and our producer, Mr. Stephen Keys. Thank you, Uncle Bobby, JB Smooth, and our entire team. Y'all have a great weekend. We're going to see you on Crash Out Monday. We're going to see who's going to win. Is it the Knicks? Is it San Antonio Spurs? Because the Nuns and the Folks are out.
Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, San Antonio, the ball heavy.
Yeah.
We're going to see y'all on Monday. Y'all be blessed.
Love y'all.